Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this problem using the concepts of lines. For each of the given lines, determine the vector and parametric equations. So let's start with the first one, y equals -1. This is a horizontal line on which all points have y coordinate equal to -1. The slope of a horizontal line is equal to 0. So we can rewrite this equation in slope-intercept form as y equals 0x minus 1. So let's start by writing its vector equation. The general equation of a line in vector form is vector r is the position vector of an unknown point that lies on the line. Vector r naught represents the position vector of a known point that lies on the line. T is a parameter and it can be any real number, and vector m is the direction vector of the line. So let's start by finding the direction vector, and for that we'll use the slope of the line from the slope-intercept form. So the slope of this line is 0. Now 0 can be written as 0 over 1. The formula for slope is rise over run, and rise is in the y direction and run is in the x direction. So the direction vector for this line is 1, 0. So we write the x component first. So we use the run number and then we write the rise number. Now a point that lies on the given line is the y-intercept. The y-intercept of the given line is -1, and it can be written as a point as 0, -1. Now we can write the vector equation of this line. So we can use the y-intercept for the position vector r0. So this is the vector equation for the first line. Now we can write the parametric equations. So let's assume the position vector r represents the unknown point x, y. Now we can break up this vector equation into the parametric equations. So let's start with the x equation, and for that we'll use the x components of the vectors and we'll multiply the components of vector 1, 0 by t. So the x equation is we can ignore the 0 term. So this is the x equation. Now we can write the y equation. So we can ignore the 0 times t term because 0 times t will be equal to 0. So this is the y equation. So we can write the x and y equations together. So these are the parametric equations for the first given line. Now we can analyze the second given line. X equals 4 is a vertical line on which all points have x coordinate equal to 4. The slope of a vertical line is undefined. Which can also be written as 1 over 0. The formula for slope is rise over run, and rise is in the y direction, run is in the x direction. So the direction vector for this vertical line is 0, 1. So we write the x component first, so that's why we use the run number first and then the rise number. Now we can write a point that lies on this line. So this line passes through 4 on the x-axis. So the x-intercept of this line is 4, 0. So this is a point that lies on this vertical line. Now we can write its vector equation. So we'll start with the general equation of a line in vector form. We can use the point 4, 0 for the position vector r0. And the direction vector is 0, 1. So this is the equation of the second line in vector form. Now we can write the parametric equations, and for that let's assume the position vector r represents point x, y on this line. Now we can break up this line into the parametric equations. So for x equation, we'll use the x component. And we'll multiply the components of vector 0, 1 by t. Zero times t is equal to 0, so we can ignore that term. So this is the x equation. Now we can write the y equation. So we can ignore the 0 term. So this is the y equation. Now we can write the x and y equations together. So these are the parametric equations for the second line. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.